Hello, beautiful people. Y'all ready for a story? When we last left the Fiber Princess Mama, she had just started her memberships, in which you could pay anywhere from $1 to $5 to get absolutely nothing. Her popularity in YouTube land was waning, and to make things even worse, her radio show was about to go radio silent. Even radio has a dress code, and it wasn't your nightshirt and undies in an unmade bed. And remember, her partner was an actual radio professional. If he wanted to deal with bitchy behavior, he'd have adopted a puppy. The show ending made the Fiber Princess Mama sad because she had fallen in love with him, and, unknown to him, they had become as close as spouses, siblings, and she didn't know how she could go on if he was gone. So she went from panel to panel, where, in other people's channels, wailing as if her bogus therapy dog had died or her husband cut off her weekly allowance. But she was a survivor, except when things got too tough, in which case she just quits everything and runs. So she decided to do what she knows best. You see, if you can't tell, she knew how to be a mean girl. In high school, as far as one of those uber popular, designer clothes wearing, perfect hair and makeup having mean girls, she was the one whose asses they kicked and whose head they put in the toilet, and she always had vowed her revenge. For some unknown reason, the Lori Davis self-proclaimed Google Mama was always at her side. She followed her everywhere, helping her with everything from finishing sentences when she got in a pickle, to making sure her mask didn't slip too much, and to covering her tracks when people became onto her. Her greatest use, however, was the research that went into making a Kool-Aid that she claimed to be able to turn anyone, no matter how boring, unknown, and slow-talking, into a mean girl. Now, before I continue, I have to tell you about the wrench. In the land of YouTube, wrenches were more valuable than the wannabe reality TV stars' Louis Vuitton purses or Tom Ford glasses. They meant you were popular and untouchable. Having one meant that any time, day or night, you would have to go into a channel and monitor it. Getting into fights, stopping fights, timing people out, whatever it took to keep peace in an always non-peaceful world. It was not an easy or fun job, but in this land, the wrench was worth more than gold. I don't get it either. Back to the story. The Fiber Princess Mama had learned her lesson from the East Coast Shorty Mama. In trying to take down the East Coast Shorty Mama, she just made her more popular than ever. The lesson she learned was to never let your enemy get bigger than you, and to her, everyone was her enemy. She secretly had been blocking people for months from the Sandra Bullock Mama's channel to keep her down. She was like a pretty little lollipop dipped in cray-cray. And since she was BFFs with the Sandra Bullock Mama, no one ever suspected her. She even blocked those people on her own channel to better control the narrative. But when they both blocked each other's wrenches, the gig was up, and the Fiber Princess Mama was left feeling like Britney Spears in 2007. Her popularity in YouTube land was waning even further. She was starting to realize the world didn't revolve around her because her messy mattress was becoming too big and heavy for gravity to spin out into space. It wasn't really that people didn't like her so much as they were just not excited about her anymore because all she did was be a mean girl and cause drama. Nothing she did was working, not even continually complaining about and going after the story writer of this story. Now, the Sandra Bullock Mama was the first to admit she wasn't perfect, and the Irish Sister Mama and the other Sister Mama were second and third. Maybe she changed some stories or changed some dates on things in her past, but was she really hurting anyone? And knowing that, did it really matter? As the wannabe reality TV star said, "Get the fuck out of here. Why poke the bear? Leave her alone." And as the pearl-wearing green Mama said, "I don't get why she's being so mean." But for whatever reason, she did not want the Sandra Bullock Mama's channel to succeed, and didn't care what she did to the Sandra Bullock Mama as long as she got what she wanted. So it was time to strike. Unwarranted, unasked for, and out of the blue, the Fiber Princess Mama started going from chat to chat, saying the Sandra Bullock Mama had lied about things in her past, and she said it in all caps. Remember the all cappers? Those are people who make up for their glaring lack of wit and intelligence by using really big letters. She said she had receipts, but didn't want to show them for the Sandra Bullock Mama's own safety. Bad things she feared would happen if they were released. You see, she claimed she still loved her and was just looking out for her best interests, even so far as going to say she might have to release them to protect her from bad people wanting to release them for bad purposes. Yeah, someone had shit for brains and just had a shit hemorrhage, right? I digress. Now, we all know someone who speaks fluent shit, right? Well, the Fiber Princess Mama was bilingual, and her second language was bullshit, so no one believed her. Team Sandra Bullock Mama it was. She wanted to cry, if she could cry. How could this be happening? She was used to a certain level of treatment where her shit didn't stink and she could get away with anything. But this time, everyone checked their receipts and they showed they didn't buy her bullshit. See, she was becoming a bad person quickly, and at this rate, she was destined to have a sparsely attended funeral. As the dust settled, YouTubers who generally didn't speak to each other began to compare notes and realized the common denominator in pretty much all of the drama was the Fiber Princess Mama. The community was fed up. The gig was up. So once again, she gave the crybaby speech, saying she had to end her channel, after she got paid by YouTube, of course. And of course, all this crying was done on other people's channels. She no longer was as bad as people said. She was much, much worse. People were so disgusted at her behavior that even her mattress stopped talking to her. She had nothing left. Or did she? As we conclude, maybe, the Mattress Mamas, the Fiber Princess Mama has to make a decision. To listen to what everyone around her was saying, even this story writer, to take a look in the mirror at how she had become a mean girl and change her behavior, or use the Kool-Aid from the Lori Davis self-proclaimed Google Mama on someone ready, willing, and stupid enough to want to create a minion to continue it and have a come-from-behind victory. The Sandra Bullock Mama comes out with a new channel and a new channel name and realizes she was gaslit by the Fiber Princess Mama and wanting to box the head off this story writer. She also realizes the story writer does not have a humongous ass. The East Coast Shorty Mama continues to go live, living a life mostly free from drama, and inspires new channels like the vintage "You would be wise to come to the tavern, bitches, we got all the games" channel. The pearl-wearing Green Mama and the Erin Brockovich big-haired Mama continue to succeed in the crime genre, showing they were not a one-trick necklace and that everything is better with pearls and a fan. And the wannabe reality TV star continues to regain her popularity, telling the Fiber Princess Mama all about herself and staying away from panels, especially those with women on mattresses. Woo!